parents, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We're really excited about the confirmation retreat. It's going to be amazing. So excited to have all the students with us, have all the small groups together, unlike last year where they kind of got to choose their own, for them to journey through the weekend together, discover the Lord, discover themselves. So attached to this email, along with this video, you'll find a number of different pieces of paper that you can print or look through as you're watching this that will help kind of guide you through. The first one that I'm going to go through is the packing list, as well as the coming and going, kind of the nuts and bolts of the retreat, what that's going to look like. Since all of the students are going this time, we're going to ask that the students pack their stuff into a carry-on size bag. Duffels are best just because it's easier to pack the trailer with duffels, but if you don't have a duffel, that's fine. Once we get to camp, they drop off the luggage for us. They have gravel roads, so bringing a suitcase that has wheels is not really going to be helpful, and the students will need to carry their luggage with them from the drop-off location to their designated cabin, which isn't terribly far, but if you have a child that tends to overpack or likes to pack a bunch of extra things, you may want to remind them about that. So we're going to ask that in the carry-on size duffel bag or whatever bag you have that's going to go on the trailer, they pack the following. They need things like a towel so that they can shower and not smell gross, toiletries, clothes. We're going to be there about 2 days. I normally pack 2 days and then just like an extra shirt along with my pajamas, and that really does get me through. Deodorant, feminine products, even if you don't think you need them, just in case. A sweater and a jacket. At night it does get cold. It looks like we may have rain, so just take that into account while you're packing for your child. They will need pajamas or some type of thing to sleep in. Shower shoes. The bathrooms are clean, but I'm a germaphobe, so I will bring shower shoes. Any type of prescription medication, and then closed-toed shoes, just because it is gravel. We want to make sure that they're safe, and a water bottle. So what they'll do is we'll put those on the trailer, and then we'll ask them to bring an additional bag to carry onto the bus with them. Normally our students bring like a drawstring backpack, or some of them bring like a smaller backpack or a tote bag to carry around their Bible, journal, and pen, and just anything that they like to have during the day. So we ask that you would pack that on the bus, so that once we get to retreat, we can hit the ground running. They already have that. They don't have to like bury through all of their stuff to find their Bible. Rosary would be a great thing to put in there as well. And then normally what we do, since they'll be staying in cabins that are temperature controlled, they will have bunk beds, and so on the bunk beds, they're just bunk beds, so they'll need to bring either blankets and a pillow, or a lot of our students will bring sleeping bags. So to carry this together, a lot of times the students will just put it in a like a white or black trash bag, like a regular size trash bag, just to put it in, put their name on the outside. We are going to have them just sit that on their lap on the bus or on the seat next to them, so that they're able to if we have extra room on the trailer, we'll put it in, but if not, we'll have them carry that with them on the bus along with their tote or backpack. So whatever that looks like for your child, whatever they would prefer to do that. Sometimes they get excited and they rip through everything when they get there. So if you want to pack an extra one inside it, just to make sure that they have one for the way home, that would be great. Next, you'll see on the packing list are things not to bring. We basically stand by the same dress code that we use for encounters, so no leggings or tights. We want to make sure that shorts are long enough should they want to wear shorts. It should be pretty chilly though. I think the high is going to be like 60, so depending on that, I don't know if they'll really be bringing shorts. Food, they really should not be bringing food. If your child has a food allergy, you will receive an email from me on Monday just with some information about the camp, and we can sidebar about that if there's something that you indicated on their registration. Other things, not to bring any type of electronics. So that's anything from a tablet or an Apple Watch, or any other type of real smartwatch. Something like some people will bring like an iPad or like something to play music on or anything like that. They really don't need that, and we discourage them from bringing that. And we will actually collect all the electronics at check-in, which includes their cell phone, just to give them an opportunity to get away. to decompress, to retreat from the world and enter in and begin to listen and hear the voice of the Lord, which is what we're going after. So those are kind of things to bring and things not to bring. So you'll see here, drop-off will be at Christ the Redeemer between 5:30 and 6 p.m. So you have a half an hour to drop your kid off. We do ask that since we're driving out there, we won't get out there until probably like 8:30. That you do feed them before they come. A lot of students will just pick something up on the way in from Chick-fil-A or their other favorite place. A lot of them get drinks that are so large, so I do ask that you'd remind your child they probably need to go to the bathroom before they get on the bus, because the buses won't stop and we don't want there to be an issue with that. So make sure that they eat. They will need to bring the liability form, which is attached to this email, so just fill out the liability form. If you're nervous that they're going to forget it or you're going to forget it, you can always bring it by the church ahead of time and we'll keep those and have them with us. So that check-in, hand them the liability form that's completely filled out. On the liability form, there has a place for a witness. I'm happy to sign as the witness if you don't have someone else with you at home besides your child, so don't worry about that. That's like the number one question we always get. Make sure they've eaten dinner when they come. When you walk in, so they're going to come into the main doors where they would come for encounter. You'll see signs with different steps. We have check-in split up by gender, so girls, boys, and then they'll continue just moving down the line. So the steps will be numbered. You can go down. We will be bringing a registered nurse with us, so if they have any type of medication that they need to take over the weekend, please make sure you bring it with you. What I would suggest is putting it in a large Ziploc bag with their name on the outside. If you can bring it in the original pill case or however box it is with the directions on the outside, and then if you're nervous, you can have a conversation with the nurse or just explain, and she'll go through and make sure that they are taking their medicine at the right times for the weekend. So the liability thing is that if they take any medication, we need to know about it, because you don't want to take a child to the hospital and not know what they've had and have medications mess with each other. So that's just a precaution we take, is to make sure that we'll actually have a paramedic and a nurse with us, since we have so many students, to make sure that everyone has what they need. So if they need anything throughout the weekend, whether it's a cough drop or some type of over-the-counter medication, in the registration you fill out what we could give them in terms of over-the-counter stuff, and so if they need something, they're welcome to come grab something from us. All right, so they'll go through, check in. After they get it on their name tag, we'll have a color on it, and that will designate what cabin they're going to be put in. And so how we delineate moving all the bags and getting them out to camp and having them dispersed everywhere, since we're in a different part of camp that we were before, is we actually use colored duct tape. And so just wanted to make sure you knew that, so that as you're looking to bring a bag and have a bag packed for them, perhaps bring one that you're fine putting duct tape on, whether it's on the handle or someplace else that you can rip it off. Honestly, I use the same bag every year. We do this 3 times a year and really have no problem with it, but I know that for some of our students, I just don't want you bringing something that is precious to you or could potentially get damaged. So they will be staying overnight in cabins with at least 2 other adults in their cabin with them. The bathrooms are inside, it's heated and it's cooled, but in terms of bedding, sometimes students are used to sleeping at home with a fan on and like a thick comforter. So if they're someplace else and all they brought is a small blanket, they may experience, like, they may be very cold. So just things to think about when you're packing them. Bedding is something that's going to keep them comfortable, something that they'll be okay in. For most of our students, they're fine throughout the night, but again, if they need to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, it's inside, they don't need to go anywhere, and so they'll be safe in that regard. So what we'll do is we will be leaving on Sunday. Our goal is to leave at 11 a.m. As long as the buses arrive, we're able to get everyone on the buses and checked off and headed out. We will be back here by 12:30, sometime between 12:30 and 12:45. But if there is an issue with the buses, we will let you know. And so that's just kind of, it'll depend on traffic a little bit. So what we do is when we're about half an hour away, we'll give the students their phones back on the bus so that they're able to call you, so their phones are on, you can track their phones so that you know and have a better idea of when they're going to arrive back at Christ the Redeemer. And so sometime between 12:30 and 12:45, we'll arrive back here. The trailer will show up first. If you want to help us to unload the trailer, that would be awesome. And then everyone can grab their stuff and we'll head out. At the bottom of the sheet, you'll see I have a place for emergencies. If there's an emergency, you need to get a hold of us. There's an emergency phone that we use on trips that will be active, I think, probably from about noon on Friday until we get back on Sunday. Or there also is a camp's number here. It's a camp that we use every year. They went last year if you came with us. We will be on a different side of the camp just so it's a new experience and it's different for the students. We will have a priest come out to say Mass for us. They will go to a vigil Mass. So by the time the students get back on Sunday, they will have already gone to Mass, and so their Sunday obligation will be met and you don't have to take them again. Other than that, if there's anything we can do to make this a good retreat experience, please let me know. We really would love to. I'm excited. If you do have any letters left, please get them into us as soon as possible. You can imagine with hundreds of students, it's hard trying to juggle everything, and so the earlier you can get those to us so we can make sure that they're set and we send those up early would be great. On the back side, we have some rules and regulations, which we've never really had a problem with our students. We kind of go with a 3 strikes and you're out policy, meaning like if we have to ask you repeatedly to conform to the rules, usually we'll call a parent and have you talk with your child. But if there's something that they're doing that we've explicitly said, hey, do not do this, they continue to do it, or they decide to do it and put other people's lives in danger, we do reserve the right to call you and have you come pick them up at any time of day. So just to let you know about that, you can read them on the second page here. Again, like I said, we really don't have a problem with our students. We have great kids, so thank you for being amazing parents. But should you need something or have an additional question about something that I didn't cover here or isn't listed in the email, please don't hesitate to reach out. I will be available on Monday night from 7 to 7:30, unless we need to go later, to talk one-on-one about particular circumstances that you may have with your child, or if you're one of those people that really likes to have a face-to-face conversation, I'm here and I will be available. If you want to come and drop off letters, you can do that as well. It'll be in the youth room, which is on the second floor in the Redeemer Activity Center. We'll have the doors open so you can just come right on up. I'll be up here and ready to answer any and all questions that you have, shake your hand, take your letters, whatever it is that you need. This really is a work of the people. There are so many people who have been working on this for such a long time, yourselves included, since October, asking family for letters. We're really hoping and praying that this is going to be a powerful retreat, a powerful opportunity for the Lord to come and speak into the lives of the young people that we have here at Christ Redeemer. So again, if there's anything we can do, please let me know. We're excited for this weekend, and I will see you on Monday if you have any questions. Thanks.